Hello, it's your friend in the neighborhood host, JT Wheatley, back, with the ending of Season 4. We're going to be returning to another series in the classics, and this time it will be Daredevil, Born Again, by Frank Miller and David Mazzuchelli. This is, of course, a now classic run of Daredevil, in which collects Daredevil number 227 to 231, released from February to August of 1986, in which Karen Page, under the addiction of drugs, leaks out Daredevil's secret identity, Matt Murdock, which finds its way to the Kingpin and who slowly but surely destroys Daredevil's life. And we finally find out just what is Daredevil without Matt Murdock, and one of the best and most dramatic stories, arguably the best story ever by Daredevil. Frank Miller, who, of course, thanks to his work as writer and artist in the series in the early 80s, was able to bring the character back from near cancellation to one of the superstars of Marvel. And after leaving for DC for a while, came back to wrap up with David Mazzuchelli, who they would, of course, later do the brilliant Batman Year One. They worked so well together. And it's just a brilliant story that really breaks down to who Matt Murdock really is, adds some nice layers to it. For instance, a certain nun shows up, has a very big impact on Matt Murdock's life, and there's the reason why this story is really been a huge influence in every Daredevil story since then, and even the TV shows. For instance, Daredevil Season 3 on Netflix has a large influence on this show, a great deal, and even Jessica Jones, some characters showed up there too. And so this is a classic series, great writing by Frank Miller, and also beautiful art by David Mazzuchelli, which has this gritty, realistic style with New York and the fighting and so forth. Just brilliant from beginning to end. This is easily a classic story. So if you haven't picked it up yet, Daredevil Born Again, it's probably arguably the best Daredevil comic ever written and produced, period. So definitely check it out. Daredevil Born Again, collected in trades wherever books are sold.
Positive than a New Day pancake. More fun than a super kick party. It's the wrestling podcast from the host, who is the hammer swinging, burrito eating, well, you know the rest, of Thunder Talk. Sexy Thor. It's the Ring of Thunder, found in the Thunderverse and among the great podcasts of the ESO network.
Now it is July 29th, 2021, time for the favorite comic of the week. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, by Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, and various other artists, that finds Michelangelo teaming up with April O'Neil as dealing with the big cliffhanger from last issue, which, well, the cover spoils it now, that she has the remains of Fugitoid, their android friend, who apparently during the big attack by the Foot that wiped out the Ninja Turtles, he somehow survived and may be a key to finally freeing New York City from Hiroto, which is a good thing because he is decided to lay a siege in the city after Michelangelo's near assassination attempt on him. This is a great work by Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman. They're really doing a good job of kind of telling their Dark Knight Returns version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That does a great job not only telling the present futuristic story, but also going back to the past, telling what happened to Turtles and so forth. And the nice touch is they use their old school Ninja Turtle art from their original series to tell those flashback sequences, which is great. And also the future story, the current stories are really great too, especially Casey Jones, the daughter of Casey Jones and April O'Neil, who we see is the apple did not fall far from the tree when it came to her parentage. And it's just a great read from beginning to end, great art and writing. If you're a Ninja Turtle fan, definitely worth picking up. I know it's a nice large prestige format, a little pricey, $8.99, but definitely well worth it. Ninja Turtle fan, a must read. And with that, we will conclude this episode of The Classics. Join me again next week for another, classic episode. And until then, go out and enjoy yourself a good comic book. And definitely pick up Daredevil Born Again if you haven't read, because that is a true classic.